Ladies and gentlemen, hockey fans of all ages, welcome back to another exciting edition of Randy Talks Hockey. My name is Randy. We are so close to the start of the NHL regular season. It is September now. The sad thing is summer has come to an end. No more hanging on the patio, enjoying that nice weather. But we got hockey here, ladies and gentlemen, just around the corner. You got the NHL training camp happening September 12th. Then September 15th, you got preseason, the first preseason game. Then shortly after that, you got the NHL regular season game. We're about a little bit over 30 days. You can taste that hockey, smell the popcorn at the concessions, or is that just me? I don't know. But before we get to the regular season, we got some things we got to talk about. News and the final teams on my predictions on whether I think they improved this offseason or they got worse. So news, there was a statement released by Oilers forward Jesse Puljujarvi. He's not playing with the Oilers though this year, but his statement was kind of funny. He said he wants the top six role, and he wants at least 15 minutes per game. Jesse, you haven't proven yourself to get that level with the Oilers. And if a team wants you, Ken Holland is not going to take a fifth or a sixth rounder minimal prospect that's going to do nothing. You're going to have to wait it out this year. You did do the smartest thing, though. He signed a one-year deal in Finland. I think this is great for both the Oilers and Puljujarvi. If Puljujarvi can put up maybe 25, 30 goals, he'll show you potential. Maybe he'll come back to Edmonton with an open mind, or a team might be willing to pay out more of a higher price to get him. A very important note that was released by the NHL was a statement saying they are not going to reopen the collective bargaining agreement. When they signed the original CBA agreement back in January of 2013, there was a clause there saying at this time, the NHL, they could open, 7 years or so, they could open up to talk to collective bargaining agreement, and we could have another lockout. I guess the NHL is making plenty of money. We know Vegas done a good job. They got Seattle coming right around the corner. It's good news to hear that we're not going to have a lockout yet, but the PA has to answer back before the 15th. Hopefully the PA sees it the same way. We don't get another lockout. I don't know about you hockey fans. We get another lockout, the hair just comes pulling out. Like, what do you do with your spare time? Anyways, the last piece of note I want to talk about is Justin Williams. He is not coming back to the Carolina Hurricanes this season. He's not retiring, though. Looks like he's going to take a year off. It'll be interesting how that affects the Canes because he was the captain. He's a big leadership role. He's Mr. Game 7 as we know him best. It'll be interesting what the Canes do. Do they have someone internal that will replace him? Are they going to get a couple of PTOs? Are they going to sign a free agent? Who knows? We'll see what happens there. But hopefully Justin will have a fun time relaxing, hanging out with his family, enjoying life. All right, let's finish off. Which NHL team got better this offseason and which one did not? We have 14 left to go through. We're going to start off with the Vancouver Canucks, a team I do know all too well. The Canucks, though, they've had a busy offseason, starting at the draft where they were 10th overall, drafting Vladimir Podolsky. Then the next day, they acquired forward JT Miller. They gave up a first rounder for him. I think they could have squeezed Tampa Bay a little bit more because they were in a cap crunch. But maybe Miller will work out. He didn't have a big role at Tampa Bay coming from the Rangers. In Vancouver, he might get that 10 to 15 goals. Maybe 15 to 20 goals. Who knows? On defense, they did improve that. They got Tyler Meyer. They got Jordy Ben. Oscar Fanenberg is a good depth move. Then you get forward Michael Furlan, a powerhouse player, a physical player. He could probably play with Brock Besser and Elias Pettersson. I do apologize, there's a dog running in the background. They did lose some players, though. More depth, Pouliot and Granlund. The big loss they did take was Ben Hutton. He has not signed anywhere yet. The Canucks, I think all these moves, they are a better team for what they were last year. The big question is, when will Brock Besser sign? The reports are he wants a 4-year, $28 million deal. Can the Canucks get him more or not? Who knows? They're ready to compete for the playoffs, but will they make the playoffs? That we'll get into another video at another day. The next team to talk about are the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights, they didn't do no major moves this offseason. They had to ship a lot of bodies off. They had to, and guys like Ryan Carpenter, guys like Pierre Belmont lost in free agency. Then they had to trade forwards like Eric Hall, who didn't play a full season, but the year before had over 50 points. Colin Miller on defense, he is gone. They traded David Clarkson, even though he was on LTR, that opened up cap space. Nikita Gusev, he never got a chance to play in Vegas because they didn't have an ability to afford him. The Vegas Golden Knights, they're a team we have to wait and see. The reason being with the Golden Knights is they're still a very good team. They have a lot of good players. Their bottom six, I still think it's 2 second lines with this loss. Maybe their third line is the second line now. And the thing is, how are they going to survive mentally after that call in Game 7 against the Sharks? How the headspace is going to be for these players. That's a big blow to take. You have to think about it all summer. Hopefully the leadership in Vegas can handle it, the coaching staff. If not, it's very interesting. You know Fleury is going to play good. So Vegas, they are a wait and see. The second last team to get through the NHL is the Washington Capitals, the 2018 Stanley Cup champions. They won the Cup a few years ago. I do like the Caps, as you might have told. The Capitals had a very interesting offseason as well. They had to move some bodies. Brooks Orpik is retired. Matt Niskanen went to Philadelphia. Brett Connolly, he signed in Florida, and they had to trade forward Andre Burakovsky. They did make some replacements, though. They add Richard Panik. I think is going to be a very good player for the Capitals. He can play up and down their lineup. Garnet Hathaway, I've seen him play a lot in Calgary. He's a good fourth-line player. He can hit. He can score. I think the Caps may have given him too much term and money at 1.5 in 4 years, but maybe that will work out. They got Brandon Lepsit to a 1 year, $900,000 deal, and they acquired Radko Gudas. Now, the big question for the Capitals, are they better or worse what they are last year? I think they're about the same, so it's another wait and see, but I think they might be worse because I know Niskanen had a bad year, but I think he's going to bounce back very well in Philadelphia. They do have to get rid of, they are over the cap, they have to get rid of a body. I hope they don't get rid of Christian Djoos. He's a very good sixth defenseman. He put wonders when the Capitals won the Cup 2 years ago. I know he fell to fair with Todd Reeder, who sometimes I scratch my head in his decisions. But we'll wait and see. They got all their RFAs signed. Stevenson, Jews, they're all signed. Will Ilya Samsonov play? I don't know. Fiona Copley there for another 3 years. Braden Holtby and Nick Backstrom, they need new contracts for next season, not the upcoming season, but next season. What's going to happen here? Can they win another cup? We'll wait and see. I think the Caps, they might fall this year, but I hope not. I think it's a wait and see thing. The final team to talk about in this edition of which NHL team got better or worse are the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets, after a disappointing end to the playoffs, they really suffered a major loss this offseason. They lost half their top 6 defensemen. Trouba, traded to New York. Myers, free agent, gone to Vancouver. Sherrod, free agent, gone to Winnipeg. Brandon Tanev is a forward, an effective forward, gone to Pittsburgh on a very long-term expensive deal. He got way overpaid. A conversation for another day. They got a first round back after trading Trouba with their own first. Well, Neil Pion, he's a good defenseman. He had played game. Hopefully he'll help the defense in Winnipeg. And still no Patrick Laine and Kyle Connor signed. Now, are the Jets better? Not right now. The Jets are not better. Their defense is very questionable, especially with up front, no Laine, no Connor. There's a rumor report going on that Jersey, they might be in Gary Laine. I don't know if that's true. If it is, my goodness, who the heck is Winnipeg going to get in this trade? Laine losing, is just bad enough. And the big question will be Connor Hellebuck. Is he going to bounce back after last year? He was just mediocre. He needs to be better because the team's not as good. The other thing as well, Paul Maurice, I think, is on the hot seat. It's coming to the Jets in the 2014-15 season. They made the playoffs 3 times, missed twice. He's really got the team playing good, but I think with the expectation a couple of years going to the conference final, it's interesting what's going to happen. All right, everyone, that's all I got for this edition of the video. I do apologize for the dog in the background, a furry little friend. They like doing what they like to do. Anyways, next segment in my video, I will go through a hot seat of the coaches and GM who I think is that going to improve or not. I hope you all have a great Labor Day. This is Randy Dillon. Always reminding you, watch some hockey. You're going to be watching hockey soon in October.